You can see it right in the center of your screen there. The International Space Station itself, currently about 250 statute miles over the Earth's surface. HTV on its way. But the team's continuing to keep an eye on everything. We're under 5 minutes now at about 42 meters away.
The station on 2 for quarter monitoring.
We're listening on 2, Chell.
HTV reflecting the last bits of sunlight as the sun sets on the station, HTV and the Expedition 44 crew. Currently at that 30-meter hold point, should be departing in just about 13 minutes or so.
Station Houston on 2 for HTV. We're expecting that the sunrise will happen about 90 seconds after the HTV arrives at the capture point.
And HTV well within the sights now of the station's robotic arm. This camera looking right down the barrel at the unmanned cargo craft, just about a little over 4 minutes and 10 seconds away from arrival at that capture point.
Shell FRGF SEP is enabled. Please prepare for capture per step 11 in 1.102.
Lead HTV Flight Director Royce Renfrew getting a final go, no-go from all of the teams down here on the ground and at the HTV Flight Control Center out in Tsukuba, Japan. 3 meters in closing. Two meters in closing. Kamiyui at the robotic controls, just about grappled with HTV-5. 1 meter. And capture confirmed 5:28 a.m. Central Time, 6:28 Eastern, as the station flying just about 250 statute miles to the south of Brazil over South America. So HTV-5 now in the hands of Expedition 44, grappled to that robotic arm, delivering over 4.5 tons of supplies to the International Space Station. HTV-5 sits poised just a few feet away from its final berthing port, having completed just a little over 5 days. It's actually been 5 days and 12 minutes since HTV-5 launched from the Tanegashima Space Center in Japan. HTV-5 continuing to close in inch by inch now. Very slow and methodical movement of the space station's robotic arm, Canadarm2, to which the several-ton spacecraft is currently grappled. At the end of this maneuver, it'll only be 2 feet away from that berthing port, and again, it'll pause there for a little while until everyone's in place. So again, HTV-5 gonna hold here for a little while until a crew member, Scott Kelly, the NASA astronaut currently timelined to be the one to assist for the actual berthing of the vehicle.
Houston, here comes step 6 A bolts.
Copy, Scott. We're ready.
And so just hearing the bolts are in place, second stage capture is confirmed 9:02 a.m. Central Time this morning. HTV-5 now attached to the International Space Station, delivering more than 4.5 tons of cargo for the Expedition 44 crew to begin unloading within the days to come. But again, with that, HTV-5 attached, following a flawless flight to orbit and a flawless final stages completed earlier this morning as it approached and was grappled with the International Space Station's Canadarm2 robotic arm by Kamiya, the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency. Robotics flight controllers here on the ground maneuvering into place at now attached. The bolts driven by Scott Kelly on board. An HTV-5 delivered now to the International Space Station.